moving me.
Mm.
I can trust them.
Mm.
I can trust integrated men.
And today we're going to talk about the benefit, especially for men doing this work. Because for some reason, there is a lot of women attracted to this type of work and personal development work. And sometimes men kind of not showing up in the same way. So we want to share the benefits of doing Dearmouring on a personal, professional, and relational level. What is it that you as a man can gain from that? And how can that be of service for others in your surrounding? So with that said, De'an, you as a fantastic, powerful and embodied man who've done so much work, what could you share? And some human being, yes. Yeah. But so, can you share some benefits?
I can, yeah. Basically, I see it as Sanna said, there is a benefit for me as a man being de-armored, and then there's also a benefit for me as a man holding space for other people, mostly women, actually, in practicing what it's like to be of service and how to be of service and how to deepen my presence as a space holder. So these two lines, one is just for me and one is when I'm in the world, how am I perceived and how do I conduct myself as a man amongst other men and also amongst other women. So I think, yes, Anna?
Now I'm going to speak. I just get an insight.
Do it.
Yeah, because when you say that for you as a man in holding space, what I often notice from working with a lot of men by now, and also from the training and from all workshops, like what I often notice with men is this performance anxiety, whatever many men do, and not being good enough, and the incapability of receiving. And if we really want to give from a full heart, it's so important to understand and embody receptivity in ourselves, because that would also provide a better space holding when it comes to your lover, to women, in your whole life, because there is this, I think it's an old school belief that men are not supposed to be vulnerable, and that is shifting. But to really, this is what I love with this training, is that men also get the embodied experience, how it is to be held, to go into processes, and that it's okay not to perform, that it's like I am being loved and accepted even if I'm not performing. And that is like a complete game changer.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. Performance also when we go into the bedroom, that's a big one. But it comes outside as well. But this other one that I'm thinking, as you were speaking, I'm kind of thinking what I see in Western Europe. I can't say for Africa because probably not. But in Western Europe, men are taught from young, from childhood, to be like these sweet, non-threatening entities. Just like Mr. Nice Guy. Basically, there are many, many Mr. Nice Guys. And there is nothing wrong with being a Mr. Nice Guy. It's very nice. It's very, people feel safe around you. And it's in a way, it's good. But the missing part of being Mr. Nice Guy is I cannot stand up for myself. I have to comply. I have to be a yes man. I have to be a company man. I have to be a clog in a wheel of the society. And so this part is not very healthy for me because I don't feel activated. I feel like semi-alive. I'm alive and I'm functioning and I have a family and I have a job and I'm holding it all together. But on the inside, I feel almost like a half of the man. The wild man inside me is not active. The wild man has to be active if I want to feel fully alive as a man. A wild man doesn't mean violent. It doesn't mean I'm gonna go out there beating women and children. It just means that I will have a strong identity. I will know who I am and I will have my boundaries, strong boundaries. Don't fuck with it, like cross it. But this has to be practiced, and this part of a man is what I see missing in the Western Europe in many of them. And it's kind of shame because first, we are not fulfilled. We don't feel great as a man. Our women can't really say they have a man next to them because they have a half a man. The other half is a yes man. That's not a man. And then the biggest one is the kids. Like being a father to children as a half man, it's a very bad example. Because again, it perpetuates the cycle of my son will become a half man like I am. And I know this can sound really rush and sorry, rush, harsh and heavy on men. So guys, I apologize if you're receiving this as a criticism or as a, don't feel less of a man, but just look at it, look at yourself brutally honestly in the mirror and say, am I really activated? Is my testosterone in balance? Can I feel the tingle of testosterone in my system? Do I enjoy sport? Do I feel, I don't know, like zingy alive? And if you don't, then you fall in a bracket that I'm talking about. And it's totally manageable. I was the same. I was until I was like 35. Completely like, I had no idea how to be me. I had so many Dearmouring experiences where I was released in the wild because I was ashamed of being this wild guy, and I'm not going to be accepted. I'm going to be judged. I'm going to be pushed back. I'm going to be rejected because of my wildness. So it's not easy, but it's definitely possible because I'm a walking example. So come to the training and experience it. Like this, basically, Dearmouring is designed to make you feel everything that is inside. So this is just one aspect of, I know I kind of went on a rant, but this is important.
I love it.
Yeah. So voila, this is that side. So this is for me. And then we go into the bed, and if it go for it, Sanna, go.
It's short. You know, when you speak about that, like the Hoffman and the longing, I love to listen to you and your, you know, your living and direct experience, you know, how you transmit that. And that is actually like, I feel like half of a man. And I think there are so many men who can relate to that. And while you're speaking about it, like, well, it's not about, you know, going out being violent, because that's just repressed, unhealthy masculinity. But when you own that, like my whole body, like if you looked at my face, I was just like, you know, shining, because there is nothing more. Because it's so attractive, you know, when you know, just when we talk about polarity, when a man dare to stand in his power, I mean, then my feminine can relax. I don't need to be a man as well, because this is where we kill polarity. You're half man and I'm a half woman. So
and this is the thing, sorry, and this is the thing when we talk about the benefit of men holding space for women. Because when a full, let's call it a half man and full man, which is ridiculous, but let's call it. A half man holds a space for a woman really just feels a half of herself. And when a full man holds a space, a woman is allowed, well, that allows her, as you said, to feel herself fully. This is a direct benefit of actually for people, for other people, for the world, for women, children, you know, people at large.
And I think also, especially because of the, you know, it's been so much around the Me Too movement, and men are supposed to, you know, not only women are, you know, supposed to like increase their light or blah, 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 but men are supposed to kind of tone down in many fields. So there is this almost like a collective repression of the masculine, which also kind of hinders a healthy masculine expression, which is fucking delicious when it's healthy and directed in you know, in alignment. Like I get all activated when I speak about it because it's so important, and I love that.
I know, it's really amazing to hear you and feel you as a woman responding to that, because this also is actually a response, a healthy response of a healthy woman. So women also, like we call them half women, okay, like good girls.
Exactly.
They cannot respond in the same way. They feel threatened. If they see a wild man, they run away because they feel fear, but actually it's just energy that is rising inside them, the impulse of being a woman and responding to a masculine, like this feminine masculine dance. So I think like whichever way we look at it, it really is beneficial for both men and women to witness each other, if you like, in a full glory. Yeah, it's like super healthy and relaxing and reassuring and life affirming rather than life diminishing.
Exactly.
This little campaign in that, I mean, I don't want to start on that because that's a big rabbit hole, but I have a yes and a no to it. Like, yes, because there are many molesting idiots out there, like irresponsible men, for sure. I mean, look at the life we live in. It's like run by morons. So half men, basically, who are trying to be someone, and then they grab a gun and go and kill people. I mean, or beat someone. So I get that there's that. So Me Too campaign is right there. But as you say, it kills healthy masculinity. Like when I read many of those Me Too things, all I'm getting is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I can manage myself, and I'm a guy, and don't tell me not to be. So it's like yes and no, but I get it. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, of course. I mean, and I think it's like you say, it's complex, and the rabbit hole is like endless, because we are lucky enough to be, you know, aware, conscious, awake. So we wouldn't go that unconscious path of, I speak for myself. So we wouldn't go, you know, sometimes it's hard to relate that bullshit, that distorted bullshit that goes on, because we are in a field of conscious awake people. So, you know, I don't know anybody who would go berserk and you know, misuse their power in a sincere way or in an aggressive way in that sense. But of course, we don't support that at all. And that is nothing to do with healthy masculinity. And it also hinders men from, like you say, stepping into their wilderness, because what we often hear in the training, you know, there are men like, but I'm scared, like if I go into my anger, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm afraid of losing it, basically. And at the same time, that never happened. You know, we've done, you know, I don't know how many trainings and workshops now. Nobody ever lost it. You know, they just like, fuck, I feel more powerful, like from the inside. Yeah. So there is this allowance, that like the word allowance comes up, that is, you know, in the training, that is so beautiful to provide that space. It's like, you are okay, you're welcome, you know, you're welcome.
You know, heads up, this is our training, so of course we're going to be biased, but we do provide like the whole group, because there are 3 teachers and there are 5 or 6 assistants. So there's about 9 of us. Almost 1/4, 1/3 of the group is actually holding space. All of us are there to empower and allow full expression, yet to keep a safe space. So there are not really that many places that you can do that safely. So if you as a man are thinking, like Sanna said, I kind of feel like I'm going to be too much, I challenge you, as a man to a man, as a brother to brother, we can hold you. I can hold you. Come and just let rip. And then we're gonna hold you in a safe space, and then ask you 10 days later who you are and how you're feeling about being a guy amongst other men. So yeah, I mean, really, like my whole body is a yes to men coming to this training, because it's phenomenal. It's literally life-changing and it's necessary, and I think everybody should do it. Not just because it's our training, but because actually the process is just like wow.
Yeah, it is.
I reckon, shall we wrap it up, or you still have this?
Yeah, I have another. I mean, I like this, how we there is some energy still when we just talking about the benefits for men, and also I love to hear your reflections on it, you know. So for example, the benefit, if we talk about personal and professional, you can use this as a, you know, to share your gift in the world, holding space for more vulnerability and transformation. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to go into that story now because I've done it before, but you know, it was a game changer for me when I received my first Dearmouring sessions from an integrated man who just held space for my pleasure, for my expression, for me, without doing anything for himself. I mean, that it completely changed my life. I mean, I would not be who I am today without that. So I'm extremely grateful for those men who've done that, who still do that. You know, I still go for regular sessions, and I love going to men to go, you know, going to wild surrender under an integrated man. I mean, or under with an integrated man. It's profound.
You finished? Yeah. I'm putting myself in a situation of conversing or mixing with integrated men and semi-integrated men as a guy.
Yeah.
I have to say, this, I don't want it to come out wrong, but being in the presence of integrated men, I feel safe, because but this is moving me. I can trust them. I can trust integrated men. I mean, this is actually, as a guy, it's ridiculous, but I can't trust you if you're not willing to die for me. Fucking hell, there's no other way to say it. Like, I trust integrated men because we look out for each other. We are actually brothers. We activated brothers. We actively look out for each other. Like, for example, there is no way activated men would go and fuck someone else's wife. It just wouldn't even enter his mind, because there is a brother at home whose wife is here. I'm never gonna hurt my brother, like, ever. It's just like never. So this is the trust that I feel and the relationship that I have. No, I don't have it, I feel it. Relationship I feel with integrated men And then relationship, when I see a semi-integrated guy, I simply don't trust him. I cannot enter any kind of deep relationship because I feel he's not there for me. And I like almost have to be his father or older brother. And that's not a relationship of equals. So
I really love that one, because it also turns into, if you look at like the relationship and coming into the bedroom as a woman, you know, like how can I ever trust? And that comes also for women. We focus on men now. How can I ever trust somebody who can't own their no, who can't stand in their power, who constantly please, adapt, adjust, even if it comes from a, you know, a heart-centered, caring place? I, as a woman, will feel it and I will not trust, just like you as a man will feel it and you won't trust, because there will be a confusion, an energetic confusion in the body. And it's such a turn off, actually. So if, you know, it's just for men to daring to step into their full masculinity or integrated masculinity is just a benefit for everything, for the wholeness, also for the women. I mean, you know, there's so many men struggling with being a pleasers, do-gooder, and then they attract a princess or entitlement princess, you know, who just gonna, you know, be demanding, and it's gonna be annoying, and the man never gonna be good enough, you know. But again, it's the inside work that reflects the outside. Yes, you know, an integrated man will never attract such a woman, because he won't, he just won't fall trap for her bullshit.
Oh no,
It's
there's
like,
nothing there.
No. So
Like as a man being faced with you call them princess or whatever, half integrated woman.
Your favorite?
No, for me it's just like look at me, it's just like this. Like, what can I do with you? Like, just you're sweet and you're innocent, but like you just have to grow up.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. It's like same. Like basically, so we are talking about inner children here, because and growing up from the inside. So physically we're all grown-ups, but there is a difference. Okay, so we could, I mean, this is gonna sound harsh again, but we could call it, most people are children, this half men and half women, as we call them. They're actually children. They're not actually, they have not actually been activated fully into they haven't grown up in the power. So I mean, this all can sound really confronting for some people, and I'm sorry if it does, but this is from the purest place in my heart. In Sanna's heart, I can feel you. It's like, we mean good, but the truth is truth. And so the training that we run, the trainings that we run are designed to deal with that, to help people grow up and to,
I don't feel it's harsh. I feel, I mean, this is like your blueprint also, like you're direct and clear and precise. And that's like the feedback, what I often hear, that people, I mean, they can be intimidated or experience you as intimidating, but I actually love to be spot on, because it is spot on. It's like inner children, it's half man, half woman. That's just how it is. I mean, it's nothing good or bad, it's just how it is. And there is potential to grow into more autonomy.
I mean, the reason I was saying that is because I don't want to push people away.
I get it.
So I want them to say yes and come, and to feel safe and to trust us that we can actually lead them across the bridge into self-actualized power. And from that perspective, I was kind of saying, if you're listening to this and watching this as someone who recognizes themselves as trapped in this game of I'm not good enough or enough of whatever, don't be stopped. Come to the training and work with us. We know what to do, and at least I know what to do, and I'm going through it in my life, and I can guide you. I know I can, and of course I can too. So I reckon this conversation could actually, we kind of wanted to do 9 minute, 10 minute.
Yeah, exactly. Can go on forever. It's such an important topic. But it's time to wrap it up. And I just want to, I really feel it's such a benefit for men to join this training. I mean, it's such a benefit. Like I would love to see more integrated, solid men in the world. That is a huge benefit for everybody around that man.
Whatever job they do, if they're body work or if they work in the bank, just like I want to feel a brother in there. That's it. All right.
Okay, so the training is 12th to 21st of September, Repression, Sweden. We post the link in the comment box. If you have any questions, connect with me or with De'an. Otherwise, you can sign up on info@dearmouringarts.com and Dahlia will take care of you. So really hope to see you there. It's absolutely life-changing. We have a few hundred practitioners that we trained so far. We're the first school of its kind, actually, which started in Europe. So we have, this is the 13th training. So it's a, yeah, it's the 13th. Imagine. Incredible. Yeah. And so looking forward to see you there. Come and make this world a better place together.
No.
Oh.
All right. Big hug.
Okay, just stop recording.